Hi there guys, and welcome back. Now today you'll see a few constructions around me. Today what we're going to be doing is discussing miners. These little things here, here, and although it's not a miner, it does the same thing as a miner, the quarry. Now this quarry we're not going to activate in this episode. It will be used in the next episode where we will be discussing why you would use a quarry. So let's start with this, nice and easy, because this one here actually requires a lot more detail. This one is basically, it's a mining well. It's not actually called a miner, it's a mining well. That's called a miner. The mining well is what you usually need to make a pump. And you can use 4 redstone engines, attach this up to a chest, and it will mine straight down and funnel it into the chest. We're just going to click this on now. Whoop, put that in the wrong place. Now this does take quite a while because obviously the redstone engines have to warm up while they're making it mine. So what we're going to do while they do that is go over to this chamber here, of which I've already set one up and it is already mining. As you can see, it's at green here, and you can see the blocks are floating out into this chest that is linked to it, and it's very slow. Not exactly something you always want to use. They've just turned red on me. Anyway, I'll just show you now what actually happens with a mining well. A mining well, when placed down, will produce the pipes underneath like this. These pipes here, you can actually break and take them with you, but you don't really need to. They will just fill up this hole for you, and it will go all the way down to the very bottom when it hits bedrock. Now, this one hasn't actually hit bedrock yet. As you can see here, this is bedrock, and it's up there. It's got quite a long way to go, and I did start it at the same time as 2 of the other contraptions I'm going to show you. Now, you don't have to use redstone for these. You can use the energy link, which we discussed in the last episode, and you will find, which one did I put in? This one, I believe. This is our energy link. You have a geothermal generator that is running off lava at the moment, funneling through a copper cable into an energy link, which goes into the miner. The miner digs down all the way down here to bedrock. As you can see, it's mined nothing around the side of it, so it's not exactly multi-useful really, but I find that it's a rather interesting piece of how do I go over here? Rather interesting piece of technology, just because if you look at it now, it's not going that slow anymore, but obviously we had to wait for the redstone to speed up, and it's almost at the bottom already. Now the mining well will not go through any kind of liquid, no water and no lava. It will just stop and not move. So they're not great for mining down like that. Over here, I have one that's not actually set off yet. And I just need to adjust this just a little bit so that you can basically see what happens. So we'll put the chests in our inventory here, and we will also take the cobblestone transport pipe, putting 2 chests here to make a big one, because I've been using crystal chests a lot, but this is to show you that you can make this with basically the bare basics that you want to use. So, what we're going to do now is add a lava cell to the very bottom of this, which will power it up, send that through. As you can see, this is much faster. Even the blocks are glitching. You can see it's picked up a tiny bit of iron there, probably 1 block underneath it. But as you can see, it is now funneling all the blocks out of the mining well over to the chest and putting it all in the chest for us. Now, it's actually very fast and efficient when used with actual electricity instead of red power. We're just going to dig down here to make sure that it's actually got to the very, very bottom. I'm in creative mode, which makes this so much easier because I can just knock blocks out of the way, but I have to watch out because I will just dig straight through bedrock as well, which is not what we want. There's bedrock. Okay, so as you can see, it's hit bedrock already, and it's only mined down in once. It's missed some emerald there. It's not exactly the best thing in the world to use, in my opinion. If you're using the Tekkit, I always use what I like to call the one-man miner, which was the miner we saw before, over here. Now, this miner works on the principles of you have a miner next to a chest, and a pump next to your geothermal generator. Now, the reason we do this is, you put the empty cells in the pump, and it will extract any liquid that is below the miner that it can't mine through, and place it into this geothermal generator. Now, the miner can actually go through water, but it can't go through lava, so this will only take lava and put it in there for you. It's not like the other pump that we had in the last game, in the last episode, which piped it along to the combustion engines. This miner here needs several things though to start, and we need the power to it, which is supplied by a copper wire around the back. The miner will take out blocks and immediately place them straight away in the crystal chest here. So what we're going to do is just look at some of the stuff that you can put in it. Now, the very basic setup is your OD scanner and your mining drill. These are the smallest. Now, the reason for this is the mining drill is a necessity, because otherwise it will just not mine at all. The mining drill will make it go down one block at a time, all the way down. And the OD scanner makes it go, instead of just one block down, it will go 3 by 3, I believe. And this will go 6 by 6, OD scanner. And a diamond drill will go even faster than the mining drill. So, if we put in the diamond drill and the OV scanner, you need these mining pipes. Now, as you can see, this actually requires mining pipes. It doesn't make its own like the miner over here, which does. So you have to put the mining pipes in there. Then, what we're going to do is turn it on by inserting some geothermal energy in, which will go through. The pump will start readying itself. The miner will set off. If you look below it, you can see the miner there. This massive block is the miner drill. These are the miner pipes. And it's just going to go straight down and scan for any goodness in the area and put it all in this chest for us, which you can also see I've set up over here in a smaller way, because these are actually low voltage solar arrays. Now, there's still quite a few. We've got about 7 of them here. Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 7. So we've got 7 of them. As you can see, because it's got the OV scanner in, it's found loads of things all around it. And when we go down, you can see that it's not just straight down. It's dug out little caves and chasms and loads of things where it's just mined like excessive parts all around. And it will keep doing that until it hits bedrock the exact same way as the other miner. So there's our bedrock. Now, the other thing that you need to know about these is they require energy in order to move them as well. Unless you like picking up all the... Well, not picking them up, you'd have to make more, basically. If you knock this out, it will just lose all the pipes. What you have to do is take out the diamond drill here, and what it will actually do is, the diamond drill will start bringing, well, no diamond drill will start bringing the mining pipes back up, and place them in the chest, like so. So that when that has finished, and it's brought back up all these pipes, so as you can see here, it's slowly bringing all the pipes back up. All the pipes will be brought back up and put in the crystal chest, so you can just pick it up and put it there, put it somewhere else. So we've got quite a few things from that. You've got your tungsten, silver, copper, diamond. It's all very nice. It's basically what I like to call the one-man miner. It's quite cheap to make. You can look in the recipe list for how to make it. But this is just a simple creation of it there. Over here you can see that this one has already found some coal for us. And it will dig out coal and everything like that because it sees it as a necessity to dig it out. So this one's still just kind of plundering along. This one is a lot slower and it will only do one, and as I say, if it hits lava it will just stop. So if we dig down here, if it hits water as well, it will also stop. So we'll dig down faster than it at the moment. Oh, it's there. We want to go down further then. And what we'll do is, we'll bring out some water in a bucket. We're going to need an empty bucket as well in order to pick that back up. Or we can just take a cobblestone block, I'll put the water down, and what will happen is our miner will keep going down. It's going slowly at the moment because the red power engines are only on green. Really you want it to go a lot faster than this, and it does with the electricity, but the electricity obviously you need the energy link for, and the energy link is a bit more annoying to make. So this should just go straight through this cobblestone, this stone now, and turn it to cobblestone and put it in the chest for us. It might take a little bit of time. I admit, really I should have had this running before, but it then means you don't see how I put it on. I've got 4 redstone engines here, which is usually the setup I use for a pump as well. And on this one, obviously, you need the lava, you need the diamond drill, you need the OV scanner. And if we go check over here, this one has now pulled up all its pipes. So all you have to do now is you have all your pipes there. You take everything out of it, use a wrench to knock it out. We'll just punch it for this sake. And you've then got your pipes saved up. So you could take it and put it somewhere else. The pump here, usually with pumps, I don't actually find anything. There's been the rare occasion that the pumps have come across lava, and the minute they find lava, they pump it out, and the cells are passed into the bottom of the geothermal generator, because it immediately stacks them in there. The geothermal generator actually has quite a nice little power output, and it can store quite a lot of power by itself. So let's see how our miner's getting along, shall we? As you can see, the miner has now hit water, but it's not moving anymore. We've left it there for a little while, and it hasn't mined anything. And if we leave it there for even longer, it still won't mine anything. Let me just have a quick talk about the quarry. The quarry is very simple on how you set up and everything, and if you're watching my old video on the safe combustion engine, it means you can now set up your quarry with 3 combustion engines, or 2 combustion engines, whichever you prefer. I find that 3 makes sure you get the full amount of power out of the quarry, but then again, so does this. I've obviously just spawned these in, but they're actually quite hard to make. So you've got the MFSU here. Not a great deal to make. The high voltage solar array. Now this is what is hard to make, but it outputs a lot of power. This will output into the glass cable, an engine will take it and power our quarry, which will then build the mainframe and go down. As you can see, I've put iron here. That will all be explained in the next episode, which we will have a look at in a bit. Well, have a look at it in a bit, I say. I'll be recording that and then doing everything else for you. This is actually mined through the water. I'm impressed. I think the water probably dried up though, because the water seems to have just stopped flowing completely. So what we do now is we take out you, and we'll take some lava in a bucket, and then we'll put underneath it some lava. Now it shouldn't be able to mine through that lava. So it's now should be stopped because it's basically stuck. Unless, of course, you had water down there. Now, the other thing is, you might be thinking, well, can't you just put a pump there? You can, but the pump obviously has a pipe underneath it as well. So if you put a pump anywhere, a pipe will come out from underneath it and start absorbing the liquid. Now, that would mean that you'd have to have a miner down there, then put a pump there, then put a miner next to it, and it'd have to just keep alternating between the two. Every time the miner finds lava or water, you'd have to switch to the pump, so the pump could take it up. Oh, go away, Rain. You're ruining the video. No one wants you. And as you can see here, this has actually gone down quite far. What's it found us so far? We found some uranium, 20 copper, 7 iron. It's all very nice and lovely. And we've still got loads in the geothermal generator right there. And now the red power engines are going at full, but obviously they won't do anything because there's lava in the way. So if we just block that off there, this should now resume its mining and should start pumping things back out into the chest again. Yep. Now obviously I showed you over here just how effective it was with the actual power and everything. What you can do is just take the lava cells out after it's finished, and that's lava cells you can use in something else, or if you have a warmer miner, you can just stick lava cells in there. Well, the geothermal power. The geothermal is actually a lot more useful than solar arrays, I would say. So that's something just to keep a quick eye on. Let me just hammer out through this. Don't like cactuses. This has got quite a bit as well. This is going to be quite a short episode, I think, because I want to move on to next, showing people the quarry. And one of the main things about the quarry is, the quarry will also not mine through lava. I think it's something that all miners have in common. The easiest way past this is for the quarry to have water inside, because the quarry will mine through water, but also if water falls into the lava, it will turn the lava into cobblestone for us. I'll be explaining most of that in the next episode though, and I'll be showing you exactly how it works and how the quarry will just stop. For now, I just wanted to show you there's 2 types of miners. These are actually very easy to make. If you just go into, let me take this away and go into recipe mode. You type in miner, or min as I put there. It takes 2 electric circuits, a machine block, and 2 mining pipes. The mining pipes are things you're going to need, and it's a lot of refined iron to make 8 of them, but you'll only need maybe 64, maybe a little bit more than 64. As you can see, the power there is not actually massively high, That's because the geothermal generator is actually outputting through the copper cable. I think the geothermal generator can go even higher, but I think the power input into the miner is a lot lower. Because if you actually put down, we'll change this back into cheat mode quickly. If you take out a miner, we'll take out a glass cable, we'll take out a high voltage solar array, and we will put them down like so, and kaboom. Not kaboom. Now kaboom. There's the kaboom. Where is the kaboom? Okay, so yes, the kaboom came. So yeah, they don't work well with massive inputs. Now, of course, that could be just because, we'll try it actually. That's the easiest way to do this. As you can see, it's knocked down a bloody sound as well. We'll knock these out and just quickly alternate them with glass cables. Yeah, because the geothermal generator can't put out too much energy, it won't do anything to that. And as you can see, the energy is not really changing that much. So you could easily make this with copper cable and it'd be absolutely fine. We'll just dig down and see how far it's actually gone down now. Let's go into a nice little gravel pit here. It's gone quite far down in just the 15 minutes that I've been basically talking about it, which is quite impressive. And it's dug up quite a lot of stuff for us. So I'll leave it there for you guys to have a kind of ponder over that and the electricity method over there. If you want to know any details about it or anything, don't forget to leave a comment, and I shall see you next time when we are discussing how quarries can be safe and not stop when there's lava. Bye!